Some devils. You know, back to answer some more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today's video are, and the video that I posted 2 weeks ago, Hell's Head Bash number 4 ideas and band list I made, and talk behind the scenes on it. Only 86 fucking comments, so let's see what the fuck's in here. I'm going to scroll at the bottom, search out questions, but if somebody's got any kind of like good input on the fest ideas or whatever their opinions on, whatever, I can't remember what I said. I think I just told you guys the list I made up, like a rough draft. If anybody says anything, productive or anything I can comment on, I'll read that off too, as long as I catch it. But searching out the question marks as always, all the way to the bottom. Rocky's musical rarities. Yo, J-Dog, where else in the world would you want to live other than the U.S.? Any cultures around the world that interest you? For me to officially want to live there, I would have to feel it out first, go there to visit, because I have been to other places outside the U.S. I've been to France several times. I wouldn't mind living in France, but I can't say I would want to live in France. I liked it though, but I'm more used to the U.S. Just little things. There's things about France I liked more. There's things I liked about here more, but as a whole, I like here more just because that's what I'm used to. Just simple things, just how the roads are bigger. Just the fact that restaurants close at certain times over there. Like if it's like 2 p.m. or whatever, you can't even go to a restaurant. They don't open up until like dinner time. Don't quote me on the times, I can't remember. But like little things that you don't think of that you take for granted that are just different in other cultures. But I liked I never felt like I had less freedom there. I never felt like people were jerks to me because I was an American. Actually, I was almost like I was a fucking celebrity there because I was in the south of France, not Paris, very, very south of France. So not a whole lot of people spoke English, but they damn sure tried once they heard that I was an American. So it was they definitely treated me with a ton of respect. And like I said, I like the food. There's definitely things I did like about it for sure. Australia definitely interests me because I can't say I would want to live there because I never been there. Their cost of living is fucking outrageously expensive. Like even before all this stupidity going on, I know it's always been expensive, so that would be a turnoff. But at the same time, when you talk to people, because I know I've met tons of fucking people there, including Lee Goddamn Priest, and had a long fucking conversation with them at the airport. The person like someone working at McDonald's, I think I did ask Lee. I was like, what does somebody at McDonald's make? They make like $18 an hour though, so it's like cost of living's more, but whatever you're doing for a job and shit, you're making more too. So it kind of all balances out. It's just you're handing over more money. Gas that'll be $60 as opposed to $20 here. It's like but the guy that's paying $20 here, he's making $10 an hour at McDonald's, and the guy over there he's making 18. So it's like, is he really like, you know what I mean? So. But nonetheless, there. I've been to Mexico. I definitely want to live there for sure. There's definitely things I do like about it. It's just a little too sketchy, I guess you could say. I mean, even if I was kind of like from there and you wouldn't have to be worried about kidnapped, it's the sketchiness part of it I kind of like because it's almost like I guess almost like a pure freedom in a sense, but it's almost like it almost needs some control. See, that's the thing is about fucking government and shit like that, where people get swayed and they bitch about the sides and shit like that. Is I kind of find it fucking funny because I see a lot of people's sides, and if you stop this fucking division shit and say this side has good ideas and some bad ideas, this side also has some good ideas and some bad ideas, and you just took all the good ideas and put them together, that's all you need. You don't need a fucking stuff. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. Who the fuck gives a fuck what you are, man? It makes no fucking difference. It's all just pure stupidity. Like, for example, like a lot of the people that will bitch about, them goddamn Democrats or whatever, they want to just control and make communism shit like that, which I don't agree with, and I believe in freedom. That's what the Republicans believe in, the freedom and shit like that. Problem where I see the side is, though, people of just human beings are, for the most part, fucking stupid. Just flat out fucking stupid. They almost need to be controlled. And as much as I hate to admit it, because I don't want that, I want to be able to say, and kind of like you earn your own keep. What you make is what you earn. You work for it. I like that because I'm a person that actually has some fucking brain cells. But as I've noticed it since I was a kid, but I really know some adults. It's almost like it's that necessary evil, maybe. Like I kind of see where they're coming from because everybody's fucking stupid as fuck. I mean, they don't know how to manage their money. They're having kids at 17 years old and just dumb shit. You're just an idiot. Like you don't even know how to like. I don't even know how a lot of these guys get by in life. Guys and girls don't even know how they get by in life. So it's like from that side, I get where they're coming from. Like, yeah, the government needs to step in and basically take care of you and fucking put on the goddamn Huggies. But on the other side, it's like, well, I like that more because it makes sense because I'm not a dumb fuck. I know how to take care of myself. I wasn't doing stupid shit. Um, so I get both sides. So what I'm getting at is places of whatever they have is kind of a necessary evil. Like I said, go to Mexico, it's almost like there's more freedom there, but it's like fucking just corrupt as fuck. You can just feel it. I never had any bad experience when I was in Mexico. It was just you can literally just tell I'm surrounded by crime. You could just taste it in the fucking air. So that's just almost like you're living walking on eggshells. So I wouldn't like that. The idea of it's in a sense kind of cool because, like I said, real freedom, but don't want to be getting my fucking head chopped off either. A lot of places I'd be interested in visiting, and I plan to in my lifetime: Sweden, Denmark, Spain. Those are places I definitely do want to go. Some like there's other places I have zero interest in going. You know what I mean? But I can't say before going there I'd want to spend some extensive time that hey I would consider living here. I will say this too. Another thing is I know a lot of bodybuilders talked a lot that go to Thailand and love fucking Thailand. There's a lot of things that I've heard about it. Just fucking talk about some freedom too, McGrath. They basically, as long as you don't talk shit about the government, it's fucking free as fuck over there. You know what I mean? Their medical system too is fucking, from what I hear, is very fucking good. Very open-minded doctors and very smart fucking doctors. Pretty much any like pharmaceuticals and shit, just walk in the goddamn pharmacy without a script for the most part. You just go over and fucking get it. That's cool. Total fucking freedom there. If you're a single guy, I hear it's like, dude, getting laid is as easy as fucking pulling into a goddamn McDonald's drive-through. Might have to watch out for what you get though, because you fucking don't know if you gotta get a chick with a fucking dick, right? So be a little careful of that. So that idea sounds cool, but when you see it, it kind of looks like I don't know, almost like too bunched in, like Bangkok and stuff like that. But I could see loving Thailand, and I could also see hating it. So I don't know, guys. I've never been there, but nonetheless, from what I've heard, I mean, I've known, like I said, I've met people and they fucking loved it there. Not fucking idiots, like actual people. I somewhat respect their opinion too. There's nothing I don't respect more. Well, there might be some other stuff, but something I totally disrespect is people that talk shit about other countries and talk about how great America is and shit like that, and they've never been outside the country. If you've never been outside the country, shut your bitch ass fucking mouth. You don't get to comment on other places. You just don't. You've never been there. You can only know what you fucking seen on TV and what you've been told. And what do we say in a previous video? Only believe what you see, not what you fucking hear. I don't care what you heard on the fucking radio. I don't care what stupid ass podcast you heard it on. I don't care what fucking the TV said to you. Don't give a fuck. Unless you've been there and experienced yourself, shut the fuck up. So yeah, because I've met several people in my life. We have a couple in my family too. They'll talk shit and like this and like, you've never been on an airplane in your life, dude. Like, shut the fuck up. So yeah, I don't know. So as far as living, never actually been to a foreign place. I've been to Bahamas. I've been in Dominican Republic. Enjoyed my time there, but I definitely wouldn't want to live there. I've been to Canada. Just felt like USA to me, to be honest with you, when I was in Canada. So that'd be kind of indifferent. It just seems like felt like USA, but they're going to have some harsh ass fucking winters and taxed out the ass. I'm like, where's the pro side? I just see basically the same as I got now with a couple more negatives. So we don't want to live there either. All the rest remains to be seen. Sewer Bomber, J-Dog question. Your list rules, but no Canadian bands. Who would you pick from Canada? That did kind of cross my mind for Canadian bands who I would like is I think having Sacrifice from fucking Canada, but I want them to do exclusively, and they would never fucking do this, the entire Torment and Fire album, specifically that one. Play that in its entirety. Kind of, like how DSI did the entire Legion album, Mayhem did the tour with the entire Dave Mysterious, Dom Satanas album, bands doing the entire full length. I think that'd be cool as fuck. If it's just them and it's a bunch of old guys and they're playing some of their comeback shit that I'm not really familiar with, I'm kind of like, kind of don't care. So, but I think if it was entire Torment and Fire, that would make it really cool. Other Canadian bands. Blasphemy's kind of out of the question because I think that they can't even get into the U.S. or they've had trouble or whatever the case may be. Razor would be cool, but I wouldn't be as concerned. Like want to see them as I guess for a personal take, personal experience because they came to Cleveland 8 years ago, I think 7 years ago, 8 years ago, somewhere around there. So I did get to see them, and I enjoyed them too. I thought they were really good live. So I did get a chance to see that. Um, Exciter, kind of like, wouldn't make sense, I guess. Like, kind of just wouldn't really represent Hell's Headbangers at all in my mind. Um, if it was the three original guys and they're doing all old songs, though, that'd be kind of fucking cool. That's almost kind of like one of those older heavy metal hard rock type fests that go on that they seem like they're going to play something like that. Not really. I don't think they'd. I mean, if you're paying enough, I guess they would do it. But I'm just saying to play a Hell's Head fashion. I don't know if that would kind of like. I don't know how many of the younger devils even like fucking early Exciter. Maybe tons of them do, but yeah, the first I like Unveiling the Wicked Down personally. So yeah, the Sacrifice, Torment, and Fire. I mean, that would be. The thing is I kind of actually that was somewhat on my list. Like I was telling Elcat about that, maybe or maybe it was somebody else, but it's funny because that did cross my mind. Matthew Hamilton, J Dog, the way you feel about Pantera is the way I feel of Lamb of God. Your thoughts? Lamb of God, I don't really know much about him. I don't know if I've ever officially listened to it. It's just the name just sounded fucking wuss bag central, I guess. Whenever I heard it, I just thought it was going to be some pink panty wearing fucking four chick metal. You know what I mean? Probably like I've always pictured Lamb of God as an acceptable commercial metal band for chicks. But so I never listened to it. It might be the greatest thing ever. Because to be honest with you, another band that kind of entered that category for me, I don't even know why. Maybe it's just the name, and even though I have nothing wrong with the name, is Amon Amarth. And then I checked them out in the shop. I told you I think the Crusher and was there Once Sent Golden Halls, the first couple albums, first 2-3 albums. I think the Crusher and the Golden Halls ones. I think it was the two I listened to at that shop. I was like, these are pretty fucking good. I actually was gonna. What do you mind? Because it's kind of like I'm kicking myself because I didn't like love it that much, but I kind of liked them. I was like, Hell's had like I remember had maybe last year, so we had colored vinyls. Like Metal Blade reissued them and did colored vinyl versus I think orange vinyl for those two, and we had them in stock. I didn't pick them up because I just thought it was kind of the pink panty crowd hanging out with Lamb of God. No reason. Goddamn motherfuckers, don't call this motherfucking phone. Yeah, shoot the goddamn video. Um, I just left it as fucking they're in that crowd, but I put it on because other people told me. I think maybe Craig even said, or maybe it was somebody on Hellcast that said check out Amon Amarth. Maybe it was Tommy. I can't remember, but I did. And I'm like, this is pretty good. Like this is solid metal. Like it's pretty enjoyable shit. Now I did like on YouTube there or something when I was doing some cardio. I listened to like a later song because it was kind of like recommended. Oh, there's more Amon Amarth. I was like, check out another Amon Amarth album. And I think it's like a 2016 album. Didn't suck, but I'm like, didn't. It's something I would buy. But as opposed to the first two, especially like a limited color vinyl, I was like, I would actually probably buy this. I was like, this is pretty good. Maybe Lamb of God's like that, but in my mind, I always just assume pink panty crowd. But I don't think I've ever officially listened to them. So just leave it at that. That was what's entered my mind, but I could be dead ass fucking wrong. They could be the heaviest fucking band on the planet. I mean, I doubt it if I was betting money. Um, it's just, I get the vibe. It's kind of probably hanging out with Ghost and shit like that. Just not that it sounds like Ghost, but just, not true metal, just commercial and radio friendly. And you could take it home to mom and fucking dad, and they're like, oh, this is really nice, Bobby. That type of shit. Ricky Jones, J Dog, will you listen to the new Venom Inc. album this month? You know what? I've never listened to any albums by Venom Inc. Uh, would I? I mean, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't. If it was convenient, if I forget, I remember I wasn't super interested to, but I will say this: when I saw them live, I thought they were fan fucking tastic. Thoroughly impressed. Played all the fucking classics, but they didn't play any originals, so I don't know if I liked the originals. They just played all Kronos era, and there was Demolition. Is it Demolition Man or Demolition that sings? And I was like, this is gonna suck. Even he sang in the Kronos style. Their image was cool. He did a good job. I was like, I went. I believe it was midnight. It opened for them. It was at the Garage Shop like 5 years ago, and I really liked it. I was thoroughly entertained. And then I got fucked though. I found out like last minute, and there was something like I can't go. It was like a Tuesday night, and I legitimately had something going on. Like I had to take care of something. They played again like maybe a year after that, 2 years after that. It was with Toxic Holocaust. And you guys know me, I'm a huge Toxic Holocaust fan. I wanted to go and I got fucked. Didn't know about it in advance. Like literally found out like the day of or the day before. And I'm like, it's like, yeah, I want to go. I was like, I can't. I physically can't. So I was pissed about that. But yeah, I would be against listening to them. I can't imagine that my fucking socks would be totally blown off. But I wouldn't be like, fuck this and chucking in the trash if somebody handed me it. You know what I mean? But will I run out of my way to go listen to it? Yeah, probably not, if I'm being completely honest. Hammer Chan Shutter 80. Yes, J Dog. Maximum Violence is the best 6 Feet Under album. I kind of disagree with that. I think Haunted is, but I think Maximum Violence is a good album. I was blasting this a lot when I was just getting into death metal when I was younger. That and Dying Fetus Destroy the Opposition. Dying Fetus Destroy the Opposition. That I'm a big fucking fan of. I give that a fucking 10. I love that record. I remember when it first came out and got it. I think I ordered it from Relapse that week. Maybe even I might even pre-ordered it, to be honest with you. So I remember getting the Resound catalogs and hearing what was coming out, the release date, and definitely the week of for sure. I called them up. You called them on the phone and ordered it for sure, and I instantly loved it. So Paul Krayatz. J-Dog question. I don't know if this has been asked before. Have you listened to any of to any of the other Project Old Corpse Grinder has been asked to do vocals for other than Monstrosity? I'm referring to Passive Possession. I have not heard that. Serpentine Offering. Have not heard that. Featuring the guitarist of Shitty Band Kill Switch Engage. Corpse Grinder that was done with the Hate Breed guy. This is answering why I never knew about these. It's dealing with a bunch of canoes I don't care about. I personally liked hearing George on Paths of Possession. Didn't hear this. The only thing I heard was the that album he did last year. Wasn't this called Corpse Grinder? I never officially. I'd like to see some LPs or something come out and coming through hell, so I'd pick it up. I mean, it was like Acid Bath Torture or something on there. Listened to a couple songs on YouTube. I was like, this is pretty good. Yeah, I was like, this is pretty good. The cover was I like the cover art too, so that's why I kind of want like an LP of it. You know, commemorating that cover art with the cartoon character Corpse Grinder. Um, I don't know if I'd like it enough to buy a CD, but an LP, especially if there's like a limited color, I would buy that. Buy that, archive it, put it on the goddamn fucking rack, listen to it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I know about. And then Monstrosity, I fucking love Monstrosity. Matter of fact, even the albums without Monstrosity, even with the albums without Corpse Grinder, I think I'm missing a couple of the later Monstrosity, but nothing sucks. I mean, even Rise to Power and shit. I don't know them. Was there Spiritual Apocalypse? It's all pretty good. I mean, nothing. I've never heard a Monstrosity record. I'm like, this is dog shit. To be completely honest, I mean, Imperial Doom is probably my favorite, but for years I always kind of thought I was like my favorite album was by the third album, the first one without him, In Dark Purity. That's the tour I saw them on. I love that fucking record. The third Monstrosity, it's the third album. So George sings on um, Imperial Doom, Millennium. Then he left, and then In Dark Purity came out with I forget the singer's name. Is it Jason or something like that? Whoever it is. What did that guy ever go on to do? I have no idea. I'll put it in there if you know, Devils. I don't even know. Um, to this day, I love that fucking record. Phenomenal. So, like, kind of like teenager to my early 20s, I always said, I was like, In Dark Purity is my favorite Monstrosity. But as I go back and I do age, it's not just because first album only. Like I said, I always said In Dark Purity. When I go back and listen to what holds up, dude, Imperial Doom, that is a good ass fucking death metal record. I mean, that's a good ass fucking record. Um, yeah, big fan. That's a 10 fucking for sure. Millennium's really good too. The riffs are a little bit more technical and it's a little bit more well played and thought out. It doesn't have it's not as almost as crude for lack of better words. And that cover is fucking horrible. The cover up one of the worst death metal cover of great death metal masterpieces. Probably the worst cover of all time. Somebody asked me that. Hey, what's a great album that the cover's absolutely horrible? I think Monstrosity Millennium is probably the king. People say Infernal Majesty, None Shall Defy. Yeah, it's a cheeseball cover, but that at least it's kind of like an evil looking Joker fucking clown. I mean, not a cover I would have used, but I think that's definitely better than fucking the Millennium cover. So yeah, I think Monstrosity Millennium worst fucking cover ever. Let's get one more goddamn quickie in here. But if you don't know the third album, In Dark Purity, the first one without George, check it out. I give that a 10. That's fucking great. Great fucking record. And nobody ever brings that shit up. Occasionally people bring up Imperial Doom here and there. Nobody ever brings up Millennium. And in Dark Purity, I never hear, and that destroys all this fucking new shit coming out on Maggot Stomp, Profound Lord, what other labels do these kids like? Who's a $20 spin? Again, not putting those labels down. Just honestly destroys most of the shit Hell's Headbangers puts out. I admit it, 100%. Use some of the stuff I like. I mean, in Dark Purity, Skeletal. That was a band I signed. I think they're a great fucking newer death metal band, right? I'm sorry, but in Dark Purity destroys that. So I'm not fucking talking shit about other bands. Chill the fuck out, guys. Your tomb molds and all that. I'm just saying, in comparison, in Dark Purity, that nobody brings it up. I think it sends all that shit home on stretcher. I really do. Just calling it like it is, goddammit. Last one, let's get a quickie in here, goddammit. If there is any more. Joe Dink, I'd make that trip to Ohio for sure. If you do, Joe, don't be a fucking shy boy. Come up and say hi to me. You've literally been commenting on every goddamn video. I think since the first video, but nonetheless, and you order all the fucking time. An actual real goddamn devil. When I think Joe Dink I think fucking an actual real fucking metalhead. Not them canoes we talked about at the Devourment shows. So definitely come up and say hi. Don't be shy, goddammit. J-Dog question from Ryan at Zerta2. J-Dog question, has HHR ever considered putting on a smaller event than HHB? Yeah. Basically, that's Eric and Chase, mostly Chase, kind of was like not poo-pooing it. And I'm like, I didn't disagree with them or agree. I wasn't like 100%, let's start a fest next year. Or, like I'm all in. I'm kind of like just getting the fucking talk going again. So I'm kind of like, I'm in the middle. If we do it, we do it. Cool. If we don't, we don't. I'm kind of okay either way. But I said to Chase because he was kind of bringing up. I was like, why not just do small? Let's just do a one-off show. I was like, why not? Let's just do a show where it's like, who did I say? I might have said Mortician, Nunslaughter, Spider. The reason I specifically say these bands too is because they're all kind of like they're closer. Like New York's not too far away. Like California and shit, it's much farther. And I might have said might even said Midnight then. So kind of most of it's local, just something small, but bands people like, and we have a good business relationship in. I'm sure they'd all say yes. Someone's like, why not just something like that, man? Can't even remember what the fuck he said. So I'd be up for something like that. Why not? You know what I mean? But I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. I can't even remember what his response was, but I'd be down for something like that. Yeah. So why not? Some other brothers kind of weren't too into that idea. Which again, I'm not like fucking assholes. I'm all about it. And I was kind of thinking about kind of cool and low maintenance, but if we don't do it, we don't do it. Kind of whatever. Either way, I'm fine. Anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns. You know what the fuck to do. Put in the goddamn comments box. I get it answered bright and early in the morning, 6 a.m. as always. Later, goddamn it.